All right, what's going on, guys? So we had some interesting events unfold in the Lakers and Hawks game last night. So first of all, the Hawks are one of the few teams that are still allowing fans at the game. I don't know exactly what the guidelines are. Like, it's not max capacity or anything, but this girl and her husband were courtside at the game, which that doesn't really make sense to me, right? Like, courtside seems like the last place you should allow fans. Like, that's probably your greatest liability doing it like that, but I don't know. Anyways, so they were courtside at the game, and then they had some sort of argument with LeBron, which resulted in both of them getting kicked out. Now, I do have a clip of it. You can kind of hear what's being said. It's not really clear. I can't show like the official NBA version of it because it's copyrighted, of course, but I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it. It's all over social media and stuff. But in any of the clips that I saw, you actually can't hear anything that like LeBron says back to them or whatever. But just to get an idea of what happened, let me just play the clip real quick.
Don't talk to my husband like that!
Sit down, please. Sit down.
Hey, this is a joke. This has to be a joke. You guys, he's being an asshole and they're blaming these guys. That's a joke. That's a joke.
So anyways, after that, they get kicked out of the game. Now here's where it starts to get kind of wild. So as expected, a Karen's initial defense mechanism to any situation is, of course, to pull out the victim card. So she immediately goes on IG and starts talking crazy.
Just got kicked out of the game for talking shit to LeBron James, for talking shit to my fucking husband. This is such fucking bullshit.
So a couple things to note here because this isn't really making a lot of sense. So number one, here's a post from her husband's Instagram. Can you tell I don't like this guy? My Hawks took it to them. Thanks Team Hawks and Coach Bud and his staff. Go Hawks. So a few facts to take away from that. Number one, the guy's name is Daddy Carlos. Number two, he's like 60 years old. And number three, he hates LeBron James. Now, combining all of this new information with what we have already seen and heard about the situation, I would say that things are starting to add up.
Listen, let me tell you. LeBron James looked at my husband during the game and cussed him out. And I stood up and I go, don't fucking talk to my husband. Talk to my husband one more time and I will fuck you up. And he started fighting with me. He goes, shut your mouth, dumb bitch. And I go, you shut your fucking mouth, bitch.
All right, first of all, you're not fucking anybody up. I don't know where that's coming from, but like, come on, man. You're not fucking Braun up. You're not fucking me up. You're probably not fucking up the majority of people watching this video. I don't think you fucking anybody up over the age of 13. Like, if we're gonna be honest about it. Regardless, you see the victim card being pulled here. She claims that her husband is completely innocent and she just jumped in to save her husband from mean old LeBron. I highly doubt that Braun just scanned the crowd and just singled out your dusty old husband out the crowd and said, you know what? That guy right there sitting next to the annoying bitch that won't shut up, I'm gonna attack that guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how that went down. But we'll get to that later because she's going to give a more detailed explanation of the story. But in the meantime, let's get LeBron's response to all of this. So he went on Twitter after the game and he posted this. Courtside Karen was mad. And I'm going to guess that by the time this video gets posted, that probably has 1 million likes on it. Because it was pretty late at night when he sent that out. So I think a lot of people may have missed it. But Courtside Karen was already trending on Twitter like immediately after he sent that out. So now we go back to Courtside Karen, who has now done another IG video. This time, she's gone a lot more in-depth, really explaining all the details of her side of the story. So let's go ahead and break this down.
So, I'm minding my own business, and Chris has been a Hawks fan forever. He's been watching the games for 10 years, whatever. He has this issue with LeBron. I don't have an issue with LeBron. I don't give a fuck about LeBron. Anyway, I'm minding my own business, drinking my wine, having fun. All of a sudden, LeBron says something to my husband.
Yeah, once again, I just highly doubt that LeBron just randomly singled out your husband out the crowd and started talking shit. Like, you literally just said that your husband already has a personal issue with LeBron. So I think it's far more likely that your husband probably said something to Bron, and Bron responded, and then you saw that as an opportunity for you to jump in because you just couldn't wait to get involved.
I stand up and go, don't fucking talk to my husband. And he looks at me and he goes, sit the fuck down, bitch. And I go, don't fucking call me a bitch. You sit the fuck, get the fuck out of here. And I go, don't fucking talk to my husband like that. Don't talk to my husband. And he literally was like, fuck you, bitch. Sit down, bitch. And all of a sudden, now I'm getting kicked out.
Honestly, this sounds like a W for Bron so far. I don't know if she's posting this thinking that, like, this makes her look any better in this situation. I'm not sure, but he was a lot nicer than I would have been, because I would have said a lot worse than that to you if I was in this situation.
Excuse me, I have courtside seats that I pay for.
Okay, so what we're not gonna do here is lie about the situation. So, number one, you did not pay for those seats. Let's please clarify that. Your billionaire 65-year-old sugar daddy husband paid for the seat. I'm gonna go ahead and make an educated guess here that you're unemployed. Second of all, just because you paid for seats does not mean that you can just act however you want and do whatever you want with no consequences.
You're gonna let a 25-year-old girl intimidate you during a game? Bye, bitch.
Wow, first of all, that's a rough 25, honestly. No offense, but like, damn. Second of all, once again, please get this through your head. You are not tough. I don't know how you see yourself or whatever, but it really seems like to me you believe like you're this tough guy or something. Like, you're not intimidating anyone. Nobody is scared of you. Like, what the fuck am I hearing right now? Like, I'm genuinely confused.
I don't know about you guys, but if my girl was at a game and someone was talking to me and my girl didn't stand up for me, I would reevaluate that relationship. So for all of you clowns saying, your wife's a gold digger, guess what? If I was a gold digger, I would sit back and mind my own fucking beeswax and I wouldn't open my mouth. But guess what? I'm not a gold digger. That's my husband. I love him. If someone disrespects him, I will check him, whether it's LeBron James or a fucking bum on the street.
Okay, like I said, what we're not gonna do is get on here and lie. So you claim that you are not a gold digger. And I guess there's really no way for anyone to prove whether that's true or not. However, I am gonna present the audience with some evidence about the situation. So here is a pic of her and her husband. Now keep in mind, she's 25 and this guy's like 60 years old with, I don't know if it's $1 billion, I just said billionaire, but he's definitely like way up there when it comes to money. His family is like one of the main alcohol distributors in America or something. I saw that he purchased a $25 million condo in Miami. So clearly this guy's up there when it comes to cash, okay? This ain't just like your regular like millionaire or whatever. And finally, the guy's name on IG is literally Daddy, a 60-year-old billionaire daddy on Instagram with a 25-year-old girl. Like, come on, man. Anyways, regardless, more importantly, if it was me in this situation, I actually would prefer if you would just shut up and not say anything at all. I can handle it myself. I don't need you to come save me or whatever, especially if you're gonna get involved and then you're gonna come in start saying dumb shit like that, like how you gonna fuck everyone up. I would prefer for you to just shut up and not say anything, because now not only do you look like an idiot, now you make me look like an idiot because I'm associated with you. So in the future, please do not get involved at all, because you are not helping the situation. You can clearly tell that she's the type that just, you know, kind of feels entitled to anything in the world because she has some money. You could just tell certain people have never had a reality check in life. And when that happens, they end up like this, you know what I mean? Completely delusional. And for once, she actually had to face some consequences for her actions. And as you can see, she is having a complete meltdown. So in conclusion, this is probably what really went down. The husband, who already has an issue with LeBron, probably said something to Bron. Bron responded. They had a little back and forth. Then she decided to get involved because, you know, she's just Mr. Tough Guy and she could fuck everyone up. And then LeBron said something back to her, which caused her to really freak out. And then security escorted them out of the game, and now she is on Instagram having a meltdown. Anyways, I don't really see the problem here with how this was handled, you know what I mean? I always see people crying like, oh, the players should be above that. They shouldn't stoop down to the level of the dumb fans and respond back to them or whatever. I don't think so, man. If someone's talking shit to you, I think it's perfectly fair for you to respond. Doesn't matter who you are, who they are, like that's just basic human interaction. If you talk shit to someone, then don't get upset if they respond with the same energy, you know what I mean? Like, that's what you asked for. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the situation. I just can't stand people like this, you know what I mean? The people that like do something, they know what they're doing, and then when they get called out for it, they just pull out the victim card like, oh, whoa, why you coming at me, man? I didn't do anything. No, man, just shut up, man. Like, I can't stand that shit. So anyways, that's it for the video, man. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. It was about this wonderful guy and his very wonderful fiance. Just a disclaimer, the fiance was a doll, so I'll leave it at that. But yeah, once again, thank you guys for watching. Have a good day and peace out.